Next up is Leaf. 3 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, go.
Hey everyone, my name is Yoni Ophir, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Leaf. So the fastest growing sector in the $60 billion a year lawn and garden industry is cannabis home growing. In fact, in the United States, there are more hydroponic equipment stores than Target and Best Buy combined. And growing your own cannabis has tremendous benefits. You can choose exactly what strain you want. So if you want a strain that's better for your anxiety or a strain that's better for your pain. You also have the confidence of knowing that there are no harmful chemicals or pesticides. And on top of that, you could save thousands of dollars a year when you grow your own. But growing your own cannabis is difficult, time-consuming, and it's no wonder that 70% of first-time growers fail. Our solution to this is Leaf. Leaf is a plug-and-plant system that automatically grows cannabis and is controlled by your smartphone. Think of it as a beautiful mini fridge that stocks itself with cannabis.
Oh my gosh.
It starts off with our custom-built LED light created by lead NASA agricultural lighting researchers and tailored specifically for cannabis growth. Leaf also has a patent-pending full climate control system that gives the plant the exact temperature and humidity environment that it needs at all times. And also, if you're growing in the winter in Toronto or the summer in Los Angeles, the plants will still get the same environment that they need to thrive. Leaf takes care of automatic nutrient dosing so that the plants get the nutrition that they need exactly when they need it. On top, and we also have a unique carbon filter that completely removes any smells whatsoever. On top of that, we have a built-in HD camera that allows our customers to remotely see their grows from anywhere in the world.
This isn't real.
And also creates beautiful time lapses that they can share with the community.
Is this for real?
It's real.
And we pair that with a beautiful design that allows Leaf to fit perfectly into any home. The typical customer with Leaf will save over $1,500 in the first year of ownership. Yes, Leaf literally pays for itself in the first year. We recently launched a pre-order campaign, and we sold $2.5 million in the first 60 days. Yes. We are currently sold out for our 2017 manufacturing capacity, and we're taking orders that will be shipped in 2018. We also recently won Hardware Product of the Year, Product Hunt's Hardware Product of the Year, beating out Microsoft Surface Studio and the iPhone 7. We are now live on Seed Invest, taking investments to allow anyone to come in. Just go to getleaf.co/invest and plant your seed in the cannabis industry. Thank you.
Okay. So, very good. And I see you have $41,000 in pre-orders up there. I'm sure that'll move up as we go. Okay. I'm sorry that you lost to the Leaf.
To the Leaf. It's
You're not going to discontinue the Surface, are you?
We're not.
You're going to keep it going? Okay.
Keep it going. You blew through that last slide, and that was actually my question is your typical customer, because it sounds like there's a regulatory hurdle you have to get through here. Where do you see your typical customer? Who is your typical customer now, and who is going to be your typical customer maybe not in the next 3 years?
Great question. So first of all, we actually don't sell any cannabis whatsoever. We only sell the hardware to grow all types of plants. And there it is right there with a pepper plant
I'll be right
inside.
back.
Oh, is that the Leaf? There it is.
But our typical customer, if we're talking about the cannabis community, are people that are consuming almost every day or every day. So these people are spending about $400 to $500 a month on cannabis, and that actually represents 30% of the cannabis use population. And we think that that market is going to continue to be big in the years to come. We've seen that when a state legalizes, from 4% of the cannabis consumption population that will grow their own, it jumps to 17%.
Great. More feedback. Clara, you have something to say?
Yeah, I imagine that the growth of the at-home cannabis cultivation space is really a in many ways a symptom of how fragmented the current market is and how difficult it is to access marijuana in certain markets. But, as the industrial cannabis space becomes more sophisticated and you're starting to see really big medical marijuana companies pop up who are actually growing their own product and marketing their own product, I'm just curious, why did you pursue the at-home market and not, say, these much larger, better capitalized and more sort of at-scale customers?
So, first of all, the reason why we went after this because it was solving a problem that we had, because when I was growing, I couldn't take my girlfriend anywhere for a weekend or anything because you need to be around the plants every day. That's just one of the reasons. But
wait a second. You picked your
you
plants.
have some issues.
You picked your plants over your girlfriend.
Plants over your girlfriend. We're gonna have a talk afterwards.
Hey, I got to be real. But really, actually, most of the cannabis today that if you go to a medical dispensary or if you go to a recreational dispensary, most of those have a lot of pesticides in them. The actual quality is not consistent because they're growing it in a large grow house. They're not actually growing it one by one, specifically giving it giving it everything that it needs. So the way I see it is that people are still going to continue to grow their own because also. People are going to still continue to grow their own because of the quality issue. So you can always get the best quality doing it on your own. You can choose the exact strain that you want, and at your local dispensary, it's not always going to be available.
I love the product. It's like a Macintosh that grows dope.
Can I quote you on that?
But it's and there's a market for it, but I think my intuition is that it's kind of a small market, and as everybody grows more and more of this, the prices should drop, the quality should go up, and a lot of people are going to decide, I'll just buy it down the street.
Sure, there's going to be people that are going to buy it down the street, but actually you're completely looking at it, I think, from the wrong way, because first of all, growing it is an experience in and of itself, right? So there's also a hobby to it. There's companies, for example, Scott's Miracle Grow, that last year invested $500 million in cannabis home growing specifically. In the United States, there were 2 million cannabis home growers, legal growers in the legal states. Now that Canada is going to legalize, that's set to double the amount of home growers. So it's also because of the experience and not just to physically get the product.
Allison, you have some thoughts.
I do have 2 quick questions. Yoni, it's really beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed the prezzo. First question is the cost. I think you said $1,500?
No, the cost of the product is $3,000. Okay. It grows 4 ounces every 90 days, so it pays for itself in the first year of ownership.
Right. And the second question is, can you rent to own?
So we are looking at a rent-to-own type of model, and I think that makes sense in the future. So already we offer financing up to 24 payments for it, and so that's kind of similar, but we envision that soon we'll be able to just have a monthly payment that you'll get all the nutrients that you need, the filters, warranty, the unit, and it'll be sort of like a rent-to-own model.
Oh, wait, I have one last question. Are you going to have a smaller unit?
Sure, we could do a smaller unit. We could actually, most people ask us, can we do a bigger one?
I mean, it's amazing. That's
Yeah.
The technology scales to different sizes.
Apartments, it's kind of big.
Yeah, it's big. I'm not very familiar with this cannabis market. What is an ounce of this marijuana you're talking about? Go for it.
So, Jason, a high-quality ounce is about $300.
So if you do 4 ounces a year,
4 ounces every 90 days.
Whoa! Oh, okay. So you can grow over $6,000 worth of weed.
About something like that, 4,800 or so. Yes.
Okay. All right, and it costs $3,000.
Yes.
And it's sold out for 2017.
Yes. So if you order now, you'll get it in 2018.
How many units do you think you're going to make in the first flight, in this first year, 2017? How many do you think?
1,000 units. 1,000.
You'll ship 1,000 this year.
We're gonna make 1,000 this year. Yes.
And have they all been pre-ordered as part of that $2.5 million crowdfunding campaign?
Yep.
Wow. You sold 1,000 already, or 800 already.
Well, some people had discounts because they shared it with their friends and things like that. So 1,000.
So quickly, I see the unit there.
Yep.
I mean, not that I would know, but weed smells, especially when you grow it. Not that I would know. So, have you used this thing?
Well, it has a filter, right?
Not alerted your neighbors to the fact that you have a little grow house in your whatever, kitchen.
So actually there is a unique carbon filter in there that all the air goes through it and it completely removes all of the smell.
Okay.
Have you tested it?
Let's hear it
Yes,
for Leaf.
we have tested
well
it.
done. Big round of applause.